I want to say hello to everyone and provide an update. I'm Hannah Cree of Common Good, and last week we single handedly lost every single one of our customers and all our revenue because of COVID. We have restaurants, spas, office buildings, and they all had to close down. And we lost our revenue, and we employ people that are facing incredible trauma like homelessness and poverty. And we essentially felt like we had lost our business. This was the end. But we reached out to community and we kept talking, and organizations like SheEO, Social Enterprise Fund in Alberta, they've all stepped up. Also, Poplinski Leasing Group, amazing. They stepped up too. And then A-Linker, another SheEO venture, heard this and they said, we're going to cover your payroll for this month. They paid for our employees, covered it knowing we weren't bringing in revenue, but knowing that we had assets and amazing people that we could redeploy into the community to do something good. And that's what we want to do. So first of all, you need to go check out A-Linker. They are a mobility bike. So if people are facing any kind of mobility challenges like MS or disabilities, this is a walking bike and it's amazing. It puts you at eye level with people in conferences, walking down the street, whatever that is. And the fact that they have stepped up for us and so many other people in the SheEO network have sent emails and in the Calgary entrepreneur community. And we do need your help. We know how we're going to redeploy and what we're going to do to kind of move this forward. And so we've looked at all of our assets. We have delivery trucks. We have a delivery driver. There is a whole bunch of food from restaurants and all these other places that need to be cooked or redeployed to nonprofit organizations that need it the most. And so that's what we're working on right now. Is how do we do this? How do we come together? We've talked to Brown Baking for Kids that feed kids that are in poverty, Leftovers Foundation, Fresh Roots, Star Produce. They actually do all the produce to the big grocery stores, saying, how can we deal with the food insecurity that is happening and going to happen even more as we move through COVID? So we have a lot of different things in place. We need about 100 grand to really deploy this. We need a logistics center that is like a warehouse that can also have cold storage for the food. We can activate the commercial kitchens in all these restaurants and the chefs that have been laid off recently to make the food. We have Redefined with their incredible model with helping youth that are 18 to 30 through a commercial kitchen. So there's a few different nonprofits and Common Good that want to come together and really work on the food insecurity during this time. So if you know anyone that has warehouse space, cold storage, stuff that we could use for a whole bunch of different nonprofits, if you want to donate any type of funds, we have that piece. We can do it through our charity partners, looking for $100,000 and also just looking for your support. We are looking at how we can use some different technology that Brown Baking for Kids has so that people can find the food and locate it, especially with the great work that Fresh Roots is doing throughout this. So get on board, come help us out, tell us if there's any other needs or things that you are seeing. And, I just encourage also other businesses, look at your assets, look at what you have happening, see how you can help others during this time. And then also take some time for yourself. I know that I feel like I've been running. I have lived like 6 months in 7 days, and I haven't even taken a lot of time to myself. But those group calls of entrepreneurs coming together, or just having like a good old, all your friends on a big Zoom call. We have technology, and I think it's really time that we get together, we start using it for good, re-looking at our systems and how quickly things can change. I think forever we're going to look at the use of brick and mortar versus online and how we treat people. It reminds me of the flood. When we went through the flood in Common Good, it's kind of how it started. One of the stories that started Common Good is that Calgary came together and gave us an incredible amount of support just to our family alone. But what I saw during that piece was that people who live in poverty and homelessness were still not treated the same way during an emergency as I was being treated. And the same thing is happening now. We still have gross inequities and inequalities in our systems. And so it is really up to each of us individually to figure out how we can be a part of something bigger, be a part of something different, be a part of something that is going to disrupt these current systems, or maybe just build a whole new model. And that's what we want to do. So, thank you again for all the support. I'm feeling better. I still need to be housed and isolated like we all need to. A thank you to the Healthline workers and everything that you've done. And we can't wait to start doing good and being kind to one another during this time. See you soon.